Welcome everyone to Bansko in Bulgaria. My name is Tanya, I'm your host, and today I have Andrea here who also lives in Bansko. Hi, Andrea.
Hi, everyone, and thank you for having me, Tanya.
You're welcome. It's nice to have you here. We both live here in Bansko. We are women of Bansko, and in this special series, I speak about how it is to live here in Bansko, about the magic of Bansko from the feminine point of view. So, Andrea, you help women to recover from burnout and you help them to build better relationships. Can you tell us what you do, please?
Yes, of course. I help women to build a healthy relationship with themselves and others, basically to overcome codependent tendencies or patterns that keep bringing them back into unhealthy constellations.
Good, very interesting. And you do that online. That's why you are capable of coming to Bansko, I guess.
Exactly. Yeah, I help people online, and so my clients come from all over the world, and it's very interesting and enriching to work with people from different countries and different cultures.
Perfect. So, how did you hear about Bansko?
I heard about Bansko through a friend. My friend Linda, she's also Dutch, and she had been telling me about Bansko for quite some time. She was very excited about Bansko, and she had already been coming here for a few years. And she told me, "Hey, you should come." And at first, I wasn't very interested. I had this idea, of Eastern Europe, of gray buildings and a little bit depressing image, and I had some prejudice, and she kept telling me about Bansko and started to post some photos. And when I saw the photos, I was like, "Ooh, this looks very different from what I thought it would look." And I saw that, the nature is stunning, the town looks actually very pretty. And when it was for us time to leave Las Palmas, we decided to give it a try.
Good, you ended up here.
Yes, I did.
And did you expect to stay that long?
No, no. Oh my God. We arrived last year in January, and we arrived in Sofia, and there was just COVID. COVID was quite bad, and it was very cold. It was icy, raining, gray. All the restaurants were closed, so we had to go out in the rain. It's very, very cold to get some takeaway food, and we were freezing. And we just came from a tropical island, so we were really saying to ourselves, like, what are we doing here? Like, this is horrible. So it didn't start off so well, and also, the trip from Sofia to Bansko is quite an adventure. And when we first arrived in Bansko, I remember the first night, I cried. Oh. Yes, we were in a very simple apartment, and my bed sheet wouldn't stay on the mattress. It was going in the middle, and it was yucky. And I was like, I don't know what we're doing here. And if you would have told me back then that we would end up buying an apartment here, I would have not believed it.
Yeah. Your journey sounds a bit like a pilgrimage journey to Bansko.
Yes, I guess so. Yes.
And I say that because it seems like Bansko used to be a pilgrimage place, and we come here and we prolong our stay and or we come back and all of a sudden, before you know, you buy an apartment, you stay here.
Yeah, right? It's crazy, right? Yeah. I heard about, the pilgrim's history of Bansko on the free walking tour. There's a free walking tour that they offer here, where they explained that Bansko became popular because of opium. There was a lot of opium here. So a lot of travelers used to come through Bansko, and Bansko was very rich. So already in history, Bansko was an international place that attracted people from different countries and all over the world. So I think that's where it all started already.
Yeah, you told me this story. So if anyone comes here, go to the free tour, Bansko free tour, and listen more about the history of Bansko. But without even knowing this, I do feel, and many people feel, that this is some kind of pilgrimage here. You come here to find yourself, actually. Right.
Yeah, I mean, generally, of course, within travelers or nomads, there are a lot of people that are looking for something, either looking to find themselves or looking to get away from something. And this is no different in Bansko. And I think because Bansko offers, the beautiful mountains, the beautiful nature, it's a really good place to come back to yourself. It's not so busy, there's not so much traffic, not so much pollution. It's a good place to connect with nature and to spend time, kind of charging your battery and figuring out what's important to you.
Yes, you said that very beautifully. That's how I feel as well. And it's the most amazing thing to go hiking up here in summer. So you don't need to ski if you come to Bansko. Right now we have the ski season, but the rest of the year is beautiful here. The nature, the mountains, it's stunning, and it's very soothing also when I go up the mountains on over 2,000 meters up high, and I sit and I look down to my Bansko. Bansko seems so far away and so small.
Yes, yes. It's magical when you're up there so high. I mean, the air is so clear and so clean. And of course, there's more sun on top of the mountain too. And it's quiet, it's peaceful. And yeah, and you see the little town of Bansko laying down in the valley. You kind of feel on top of the world a bit, right?
Yeah, that's true, actually. Yeah. But before, you briefly touched on how nomads find themselves here and how we could possibly be lost. Could we be lost and then we come to Bansko and find ourselves? Are nomads trying to find themselves on their journey? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I have been living this lifestyle for about 5 years, and I've definitely met a lot of people that were trying to find something or trying to get away from something. And I think I see it in a way that, like, when you start traveling, you open up this opportunity for the universe to give you what you need. So all of a sudden you start to meet the right people that are having the right conversations, that bring up the right topics, and for some reason they seem to be the topics that you're currently struggling with or dealing with. It's like saying to the universe, like, okay, I'm open now to receive what I need to learn. And I think in Bansko, there are a lot of people that are open to receive and to figure out what they want to do and where they want to go in life.
Yeah. The universe always wants to give you what you need and what you want, or what you desire, I would say. It's only us, we are blocking it, but that's another topic.
Yes, let's not get abstract too much.
Yeah. So do you think there's certain magic to Bansko because we keep coming back, or we come here and we stay? There must be some magic or some magnetic action in the mountains that keep that's why we come back, right?
Yeah. Well, we were talking about it earlier before we came on this interview, that when you go away from Bansko, when you go to Sofia, for instance, or you go to another city, Thessaloniki is not too far too, that when you're away a few days, that you already kind of start to miss Bansko. And when you come back, when you pass the sign, it's like your body starts to relax and you're like, oh, I'm coming back, and it's quiet, and it's there's no stress, and it has a certain relaxing vibe and energy that is very soothing and that I enjoy a lot. So, and I know the spiritual people, I don't know too much about this, but they say also that the location of Bansko has a certain energy. I don't know if you know more about it, but apparently the location is very special as well. So this might have something to do with it as well.
Yeah, I heard about that too, that this is a special place with good energy. And somebody told me that because Bansko is between three mountain ranges, we have the Rila mountain ranges, we have the, what's the name? Yeah, the Pirin Mountains, which is right here in Bansko, and then the Rodopi Mountains. So we are in between three ranges, and it's a vortex actually.
Yeah.
If you connect the triangle, it's a vortex.
Yeah, and we're protected in this valley.
Yeah.
And also what many people don't know, that Bansko might be a small town, but there are lots of things close by. Like we have Bulgarian wine street close by where you can do wine tasting, which isn't far away. It's only 2.5 hours to go to Greece, and you have beaches and you're in a different world. So even if you should get bored in Bansko, which doesn't happen so fast, there's like lots of stuff around to see and do as well.
Yeah, Bulgaria has everything actually. It has mountains and the seaside and this special place, this magical place here with lots of international people, with expats, and yeah, Bansko doesn't get old. Strangely, it doesn't get old, although it's so small, right?
But there's lots of activities here. Like you can go to wine and paint on Wednesday. You can go to salsa on Saturday. You can go to yoga. You can walk the street dogs. I mean, there's like something to do every day if you want to. You don't have to, but there's, for such a small town, a huge amount of variety and activities. And currently there are some salsa dances here too that stir up the town a little bit. No, it doesn't get boring.
Yes, and it's funny that you mentioned all these things that women typically are interested in. Dancing, we have yoga, we have several fitness studios as well, and painting. And so because more and more women are coming here and settling in Bansko, so that makes this masculine, feminine energy more balanced in the nomad community.
Yeah, very true. I totally agree. Yeah, there is. And also it feels very safe to be here as a woman. I'm not afraid to walk around at night. It feels good. I mean, it's a small town, and there's actually always somebody walking outside anyway because it's touristy. But yeah, it feels very safe.
Yeah, and you bump into each other on the street.
Yes, which is nice too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, so basically you should come to Bansko.
Yes. Thank you, Andrea. If you see us on the street, say hi, please. And we're here, we're approachable, and we're looking forward to having you here.
Yes, thank you for having me, Tanya.
You're welcome. It was a pleasure. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye.